Hello and welcome to Head Trash. Now this video aims to help you to remember what the 10 head trash clearance mantras are. After all, remembering 10 mantras isn't necessarily going to be the most easiest thing in the world. But that doesn't mean that it can't be. Because actually once you understand them, you'll see that they're very straightforward. And it's my hope that if you're better able to remember them, then you'll find it much easier to maintain your daily head trash clearance habit. And if you can do that, then you're one step closer to reclaiming your headspace. So, are you ready? The 10 mantras. Now I've tried to make this super simple. We have 10 mantras and most of us have 10 digits on our hands. So that's one mantra per digit. Now this can make it really easy to help you to keep track of where you're at when you're going through the mantras. Now the 10 mantras are made up from loving and hating the 5 dimensions of head trash. So loving and hating, that's 2, times the 5 dimensions gives you 10. 1 for each finger, you see? I'm going to explain this more in a bit, but essentially all you need to remember is this. Everything you need is in your hands. Your hands are the key to remembering these mantras, and because you take them with you everywhere, it means that nothing should get in the way of you keeping up with your daily head trash clearance habit. Right, so first things first. It's all about love and hate. Our method uses the law of opposites, and that means that we need to take things to extremes. And the most powerful emotions in their extremes are love and hate. But why emotions? Well, most of our head trash is around not liking or hating things. So for example, we might hate other people talking over us, or we might hate them leaving a messy trail behind them. Or maybe we hate the fact that we always feel that our confidence saps away just before an important presentation. Whatever we think and feel about our head trash, we can be sure that it sits somewhere on the love-hate scale. And it's our aim to help to clear the excessive charge that you might have at either end. And once we clear this charge, we create neutrality. And neutrality basically means that you feel neutral about something, as opposed to loving or hating it. Now you're just not bothered. You feel neutral. So just think about how that alone can affect your stress levels. Does that make sense? Good, so let's crack on to the next part, the 5 dimensions of head trash. Yes, there are 5 dimensions to head trash, and you can't possibly hope to clear head trash fully unless you acknowledge and address each of these 5 dimensions in a love-hate style. So, to help you understand, I'm going to use frustration as an example so you can see exactly what I mean. So the first dimension of head trash is, well, the head trash. The idea of it. So with frustration, we're talking about frustration and frustrations and the idea of frustration. Yeah, that's it, basically. Super simple. Now, the second dimension of head trash is you experiencing the head trash. So for this example, it's me being frustrated, me experiencing frustration. Yeah. Now, the third dimension of head trash is other people experiencing the head trash. So other people being frustrated. Now, the reason we look at it in this way is because sometimes we can get very frustrated ourselves just observing other people being frustrated. So just because we're not experiencing it personally doesn't mean that it doesn't affect us. And it's important that we acknowledge and clear any charge in relation to this. Yeah? Now, the fourth dimension of head trash is me inflicting the head trash on others. So, in the case of our example, it's me causing frustration to other people or making other people frustrated. Yeah? So I'm sure now you can work out what the final one is, which is other people making me experience it. Now, this could be situations as well. So in our example, it's other people or situations making me frustrated. Yeah? So those are the 5 dimensions of head trash. So just a little bit of a recap. 1 is the head trash and the idea of it. 2 is me having or experiencing the head trash. 3, other people having or experiencing it. 4, me inflicting it on others or making somebody else experience it. And finally 5, other people or situations inflicting it on me and therefore making me experience it. So what we need to do now, once we've got the 5 dimensions, is apply love and hate to each of those. And so back to our hands, we can use each finger to represent a dimension of the head trash, and it can help you keep on track in terms of where you are in terms of going through the head trash clearance mantras. So you could maybe think about using the love aspects for your left hand, both starting with L. That might be a useful way for you to remember it. But really, all you need to think about is that you have 1 finger per mantra, And that's it. So going back to our example, where does that leave us? So in terms of frustration, this is what your mantras would look like using the frustration example. So frustration and being frustrated is a wonderful, wonderful thing for the love, or a horrid thing for the hate. And there you can see the rest of the phrases, each being dealt with in terms of a love and a hate way. And those are your 10 head trash clearance mantras in terms of the example that we've used. Now, that was simple, wasn't it? So I hope you found that useful, and I'd love to know how you get on. And certainly if you've got any head trash clearance stories that you'd like to share, do get in touch. You can follow us on Twitter or connect with us on Facebook. So do come and say hello. Until next time, bye for now.